Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jess the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. And today we are going to be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DcMultiverse Owlman from the Crime Syndicate Starro Build-A-Figure wave. If you do enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Jumping right on into this review, guys. Yes, we are taking a look at Owlman. This is essentially a variant of Batman, and the funny thing about this guy is that they actually did release a animated DCEU movie about this storyline where they had Batman and Owlman interact. And the funny thing about it is that James Woods actually voiced Owlman, and I don't know about you guys, but I used to watch Family Guy a lot when I was younger, and so all I could think about during that movie was essentially James Woods being James Woods in Family Guy. But that's just a whole little thing for me. But yeah, guys, like I said, this is essentially a variant of Batman from Earth 3. So this is not actually Bruce Wayne. This is actually Thomas Wayne Jr. So yeah, this is not actually Bruce. In fact, this is Bruce's brother. So it's not an exact variant, but as with all DC, the variants aren't exact. Even in Flashpoint, when we meet Flashpoint Batman, it's Thomas Wayne. It's not Bruce Wayne, just more gritty and, willing to kill and stuff. It's literally a different Wayne, but it's still a different variant of Batman. So that's essentially what we're dealing with right here. So with that being said, guys, why don't we go ahead and take a look at all the great stuff that he does come with. Starting off with the typical DcMultiverse stand right there, as well as the typical DcMultiverse trading card. There's the front, and there's the back where you can read up on Thomas Wayne Jr., where that's essentially where I got all my information from, I'm not going to lie. And as with all the Crime Syndicate, figures in this wave, he does come with this Starro accessory that does latch on and attach to his chest right there. So that's pretty cool. We're getting 4 of those, essentially, if you do collect every single figure. And of course, he does come with some tentacles for Staro. No, YouTube, do not demonetize this. Do not block it. This is not hentai. I promise you, it is Staro's tentacles. It's not hentai. It's not hentai, YouTube. I promise. It's not hentai. I'm just gonna stop showing the tentacles because YouTube's gonna think it's hentai. So anyways, guys, that is essentially all that this guy does come with. Yes, no fisted hands, no batarangs or owl rangs or whatever he calls his gadgets and accessories. So yeah, oh man, fisted hands, Todd. Come on, fisted hands need to be a norm. I don't know what it is, but these guys are superheroes and action figures. And if there's one thing that those people do, it's punch the shit out of things and people. So they kind of do need some fisted hands, Todd. And I'm not saying release this as a gold label with fisted hands. I'm saying include the fisted hands with these figures, Todd. It's getting really redundant and really, annoying at this point. It's fisted hands, Todd. They're fisted hands. It's really not that much extra plastic. And if it's really that big of an issue, I would do away with the stand. I don't need a stand, Todd. I don't need the stand. I don't need the trading card. Take away those 2 things and give me a pair of fisted hands if you can. That's just me. So yeah, guys, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and pull Owlman off the turntable and take a closer look. Alright, guys, so here we have Owlman all pulled up nice and close to the camera. Out of all the figures in this wave, this is definitely one of the figures that I am going to be keeping. Now, I know I did a review on Ultraman, but he has since been in his package since that review. And I did also pick up Superwoman at the same time that I picked this guy up. So she will be remaining in her box until it's time to do her review. And then even after her review is done, she will go right back into her box. But the Starro Build-A-Figure pieces will come out. So that's essentially why I collected this line, because of that massive Starro Build-A-Figure piece, or figure I should say, because I personally love giant pieces of plastic. And so that Starro, ooh, that thing's going to be beautiful. Just have to collect one more figure, and that one should be coming out around November. It seems like we're finally back on track with the release dates of these figures, because Ultraman was supposed to drop in January, and I didn't find him until February. And then Superwoman was supposed to drop in April, the month of my birthday, and I literally just found her at the end of July, early August. And now this guy was supposed to drop in July, and I found him at the end of July, early August. So it seems like hopefully we will get that last figure on its release date, which is said to be November 2022. So yeah, guys, taking a look at Owlman, he does have a pretty basic Batman setup and look, just very different in terms of like the owl logos on the belt, on the chest piece, the cowl. Although, to be fair, this does look like the Zack Snyder tactical Batman suit cowl that he had Ben Affleck wear, and that is one of the reasons why I absolutely hate that suit, because I feel like Zack Snyder really just went back into his archives for Watchmen and was like, oh, Owlman, yep, just make that into a Batman cowl. Just take away that chin strap, take away that owl nose, and yeah, add the goggles, add the sunglasses, because look, he has sunglasses. So yeah, that Batman and sunglasses, I still have not gone over that fucking bullshit, but that's just me. But this is Owlman, not Batman, so he gets to wear some sorts of lenses, as you can see, but that also helps with the side-eye. So yeah, no side-eye on this figure, yeah guys, because well, he's wearing some lenses, so you can't really see his eyes. So thank you, Todd, for that. I really do appreciate that, because fuck your side-eye. I don't give a fuck what you want, what you think about the side-eye, Todd. It sucks. It literally sucks. It takes away so many possibilities from your action figures because of the side-eye. I get it, they look better standing still with the side-eye, but you're not making statues right now, Todd. You're making action figures, and action figures need to look straight, because when they're punching something in front of them, they need to kind of know what they're punching, and not looking to the side while they're punching. That just looks fucking stupid, Todd. Not that I'm going to be buying your shit for much longer anyways, because once again, the quality on these guys does go up and down in value. You know, some of these figures feel like really good Hasbro built quality plastic figures, while other ones like this one just feel like cheap swap meet, thin, you know, hollowed out plastic. And I remember when I was younger, I went to a swap meet and bought a pack of Batman figures that felt literally like this, and believe me, they were knockoffs from Mexico. So I don't get why Todd is using the same plastic as that, when he should be using the same plastic as Hasbro. But then at the same time, he'd probably raise his rates, and well, honestly, at this point, just collect what you want and invest in what you want, like I am. Really being selective with them after this wave. Well, it was really just the Starro Build-A-Figure that I wanted, but yeah, I'm being really selective with my DcMultiverse figures now, because so cheap feeling, and it's just so annoying at this point. So with that being said, why don't we go ahead and move on into this guy's articulation. He can look all the way to the right, he can look all the way to the left, he can look down that far, he can look up that far. He has some pretty decent head tilt right there. He will go out to a T-pose with his arm, 360 rotation right there, as well as a butterfly joint in there, rotation at the bicep, double hinge elbows. And that's another thing that Todd is really starting to do, is take away the double hinge elbows. Why, Todd? Why? It seems like we're either getting a double hinge elbow or a double hinge knee, and it's like, no, Todd, we need fucking both. Rotation at the wrist, as well as hinging in and out. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look at the brand new McFarlane Arkham City wave. Penguin comes with double hinge elbows and swivel hinge knees, and Batman comes with single hinge elbows and double hinge knees. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't know what the fuck's going on in his mind, but then again, he also started his own NFT whole, you know, internet thing, so the man's crazy. He will twist that way, he will twist that way. No ab crunch, of course. It's a McFarlane DcMultiverse figure. He'll lean back ever so slightly. They will join the cheerleading squad, though, most of these guys, because of this really good joint right here. I have to admit, he does a really good job on this joint, although it does limit the thigh swivel up top, so there's that. He will kick forward that far. He will kick back that far. Double hinge knees, so that's nice. Go back that far. And last but not least, taking a look at his ankles, they'll go down that far, they'll go up that far, ball rocker hinge, and actually now, last but not least, toe articulation. I always forget Todd throws in that toe articulation. Most toy companies end at the ankles, so I've been conditioned to say last but not least at the ankles. But with that being said, guys, that wraps up this guy's articulation. Alright, guys, so that wraps up my review of the DcMultiverse McFarlane Toys Crime Syndicate Starro Build-A-Figure Wave Owlman. What did you guys think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments below. Rate him 1 through 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. And if you've made it this far in the video, type down in the comments below Owlman. That way I know you made it this far and are enjoying the content. And if you can and want to support the channel in any way, please check out my Patreon link down below in the description. I really do appreciate any and all support. Thank you so much in advance. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of this guy. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a great fucking day.